All right, welcome back to Impossible versus Matches, the show where we take pop culture characters, put them together, see what sticks. Join with me today for the first time is my good friend Adam. Adam, say hello.
Hello, I am Adam Daly. You might have known me from Facebook or otherwise, but good to be here, Joseph. Good to be here.
Glad to have you on the show. So, for those of you who have seen the show before, you know our rules. You know how we take completely random characters. Adam's got a list with a randomizer. I've got a list with a randomizer, and we're going to make some scenarios. If you haven't seen the show before, go back and watch the older ones. You'll get the drift. So with that being said, I'm going to start off because Adam's new on the show. Adam, go ahead and spin your wheel, and we'll see who I'm dealing with first.
All right, first one of the day. The wheel says. Sorry. 2D from the Gorillaz band.
2D from Gorillaz. Okay. Now I know the Gorillaz, but I'm not super familiar with their lore.
Hmm.
So can you give me like a brief rundown on some 2D character traits real quick?
Yeah, so 2D is the lead singer of the Gorillaz. He was discovered by Murdoch Russell. Russell's there. He is the bass guitarist currently for the Gorillaz, and in a tragic accident, 2D had his pretty much his head just like crushed in and his eyes completely blacked out, and thus you get the aesthetic that he has. Along his little journey there of creating a band with Murdoch, they found Russell there and Noodle. One coming from the UK again, I believe that was Russell. He's a street performer, rapper, and then Noodle came from Japan as a sound artist. To give it a short and sweet about the universe that they live in, it's pretty much just like ours, but they're all animated around us, I guess, is the easiest way to explain it.
Got it.
Occasionally, they hang out with Ace from the Powerpuff Girls, too, like the
Yes.
Gangrene Gang. So,
Mm-hmm.
they got some connections there. It might be a pretty decent matchup with whoever we got going on.
Okay. Real quick question. Can 2D see?
Yes, 2D can see and technically commune with musical spirits.
Ah, okay. Well, I spun the wheel and I got Popeye.
Oh.
So, okay. So, quick starting off scenario.
Mhm.
Um, Popeye, he's out on his little boat, doing a little voyage, and he stumbles across his next adventure. He sees this island structure. It's Plastic Beach.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Um, and so he ends up on well now the gorillas have I've seen a lot of their music videos. They tend to alter reality just by their music.
Just a bit.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and say that the gorillas are um, they're playing a song, doesn't matter which one, but somehow the music has affected the tides.
Oh,
So,
definitely, especially during like Plastic Beach era. I mean, even Russell himself grew like 24 times as large as a normal human being. So
there
very
we
true
go.
that the tides could just be messed with
Yep.
simply by them just jamming out.
Yeah,
I
this
like
has
that.
affected the tides and the waves, and Popeye gets shipwrecked
Mm.
on Plastic Beach. And in true, just like old Popeye cartoon fashion, he has to go around. He's going around the area, taking on whatever challenges there may be. Whatever creatures appear due to a gorilla song, any sort of like situation, and he's trying to find the source of this because it was smooth sailing before this.
Hmm.
Um, and he eventually comes up to the band, and now uh, Noodle is no match for Popeye.
course. Well,
Um,
I mean, she's a pretty good martial artist, but if we're talking Plastic Beach era, that's like Robot Noodle. But that would be not a match for Popeye.
right. I mean, Popeye himself has a lot of. Popeye's got strength,
Oh
obviously.
yeah, that
Um,
spinach and then one and done.
yep, and he's got strength before the spinach, and I feel like he could take out Plastic Beach Era Noodle. No spinach required.
Oh yeah,
Um, Russell and Murdoch, a little bit harder, but he is able to take him down. And seeing his friends go down, this upsets 2D. He starts singing, and this just affects everything around him. Starts, uh, earthquakes, zombies, lightning,
gorilla zombie.
rainstorms. Yeah, all sorts of kind of stuff because he affects the world around him with his song. Um, and eventually Popeye gets trapped under rubble, and he's got to whip out the can of spinach.
And that's when he blasts out. But
Yep, that's when he blasts out, and then it's basically like Popeye kind of acts. He's like the tank. He can take a lot of in spinach form. He can take a lot of hits, and he can get through a lot of stuff. But 2D himself, I would say, obviously physically weak. But the more he sings and what he sings about, just off the cuff, is able to like combat sort of a unstoppable force and movable object situation going on there.
oh yeah, I'd like to think that like 2D like at the end of the fight, would just like reveal to Popeye that he's actually in a music video this whole time. Something that Popeye would not understand, maybe
Mm-hmm.
infuriate him more.
Yeah.
or
And,
or he might just be like, oh snap, well let me introduce you to olive oil. This is you know what? Actually, I bet because like Popeye with his corncob pipe whistling like that so would somehow interact with the music video. That would be
oh
the way
yeah,
to go. That would be it. Like
I
you
could
could
see a
take that,
gorilla
slice
song
his
like
feet.
sampling that too.
This whole time when we were talking about it, I was trying to imagine like a music video of it. I think it'd be really awesome, actually. Like
Yeah,
shout out
I
to the
could
gorillas if you
imagine.
listen to this. Like make that happen.
Yeah, I could imagine I could imagine a gorilla song just sampling like the Popeye whistle at some point.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's my scenario. Pretty short and sweet, but I did not expect Popeye to be going against one of the gorillas members.
Oh man, this is fun.
So that's it, and now it's your turn, sir. So I'm gonna spin the wheel for you.
All right.
And your first character, okay, is Jim Leahy.
Jim Lakey. Give me a rundown of that guy. I'm not quite
Um,
familiar.
Jim Leahy. Have you seen Trailer Park Boys?
Ooh, not in a long time.
Uh,
Is he the one with the Coke bottle glasses?
no. Jim Leahy is like the security officer, the cop like guy. He's always drinking.
Oh man.
If you want me to re-roll, I
I
can.
was I was gonna say, could we get another reroll? I feel I'm gonna have to like binge watch Trailer Park Boys now after this.
That's fine. I put him on the list because I actually just watched all of it. But you know what? Here's someone you are familiar with.
All right.
Oh, okay. It was right on the line. I thought it was going to be Totoro, but it's actually Adam West's Batman.
I can also do that. Are you ready for who he's up against?
Yeah, what's up?
Ed from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
So, the dumb one, not Double D and not Eddie.
Right.
Very good. All right. Adam West Batman versus Ed.
So what I'm thinking here is that occasionally you occasionally have Batman who goes on adventures to different places to fight crime in different areas of the United States, essentially,
Right.
or sometimes even the world. It's been proven in comics.
Mhm.
Let's say Joker, for whatever reason, had his sights set on the cul-de-sac in wherever Ed and Eddie takes place. I actually
I
have never
mean,
figured out.
Ed and Eddie seems like a California
Yeah.
location to me.
I mean, Eddie
But
himself seems like he comes from Cali, so
I
yeah.
mean, the Joker wanting a cul-de-sac sounds something that's just out of Adam West Batman anyway.
Yeah, let's say that Joker finds his way onto the west coast there of California, but he needs like a couple of goons. He has no connections currently, so that's where
Yeah.
like he finds the boys there, Ed, and Eddie, all just doing their typical schemes, trying to
Mhm.
make a quarter, get a jawbreaker, living
Yeah.
life. So he comes up to them and is like, "Hey, boys, how about a little help from your old pal Joker there? Jawbreakers all around if you can keep old Batsy away." And that is how it starts. They have a whole 20 minutes before the Bat copter, Adam West, right? So like maybe the Bat copter or the Batmobile. He's gonna go ahead and cross country that way.
Yeah.
Um, you
Why
know,
not?
yeah, it swings by this cul-de-sac and undisclosed location of California. Uh, and so, Double D has to quickly come up with a good prep for a defense. Eddie's trying to come up with a good distraction, and it leaves Ed as the muscle. Well, finally, Batman gets there, and they're all about the jawbreakers, them Ed boys. So uh,
Mhm.
they starts off with Double D trying to outsmart Batman. That's impossible. It's Batman.
Yeah.
Even if it is Adam West Batman, he still trumps over the bad guys in the last second, even if it seems like it's up against him. Eddie probably coming out with some distraction, but probably gets distracted himself by some fancy gadget that uh, um, no, just bat bolas. That would be easy enough to take out Eddie. And then there comes Ed. The only way that Ed would stand even half a chance is if he had a rock in his shoe. So, given that type of knowledge, I'm pretty sure Double D at some point would have slipped the rock into his shoe. And then it's pretty much just Adam West Batman versus Bane in a sense.
And now I break the bat.
No, Ed, I break you. Bam. Oh yeah, Adam West is Batman. It's a
Batman versus Bane, but with Ed and Eddie sound effects.
it's you gotta like bring in the whole it's Adam West.
It's me, Adam West. That wasn't a very good Adam West, but you get the idea. I
I
like the
mean,
idea,
he's
Adam.
I'm still there. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Looks like we have a thunderstorm going on a little bit, and it's been messed with the internet connection, but
Yes, we
still
do.
there. Promise.
Um, no, I like the idea of like the Joker going to the cul-de-sac and finding the Ed boys. Um, like I could see them having a scam set up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you were cutting up quite a bit there. Um, but like I want to imagine the '60s Joker getting fooled. Like their scam is like way to beat Batman 25 cents.
Oh yeah.
He's just like only a quarter.
How could I have not seen this before?
Exactly. And then we have Ed versus Adam West Batman, which I'm sure is definitely filled with all sorts of fun sound effects.
Do you think he'd bring Robin with him on that? Or would it just be wham bam and Ed is down?
Well, it's Adam West Batman, so Robin's going to be there, but I was actually going to say Robin's the one that takes out Eddie
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
because
Eddie probably would just like try to swindle Robin, but he'd probably try to like end up. It's like a superpowered shoot. What was the Jimmy? Yeah, it's like Jimmy, but like with actual powers.
yeah, but like I mean, Robin can easily take out Eddie. Eddie can't hang.
No, of course not. Maybe for like the first couple seconds, because like throughout like the Ed and Eddie history, he has taken a beating before, but in the end,
Yeah.
he would probably be thwarted for sure.
He's definitely got the speed to run away.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I think that does it for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and spin your wheel again.
All right, let's give it a spin. See what we got here. Up next on the chopping block here, I got Reaper from Overwatch. Is that okay? Can we make
Um,
that happen?
I don't see why not.
All right.
Um, let me let me get a good opponent.
Okay. Reaper is one
Um,
of like my favorites from Overwatch when I do play. Sometimes I do stream it. It's probably the go-to character for me, so I know quite a bit about him.
can you give me like a 3 sentence rundown of like some character traits? Because I know which one he is.
Yeah. Character traits. He used to be a leader, kind of lost all that, so he's pretty bitter. He hates the Overwatch organization because he got kicked from it, and he's dark, edgy, and brooding.
Hmm. All right. So I've got a very interesting choice here. Um, I ended up with the classic literature character Captain Ahab
Oh man.
from Moby Dick, and I really don't know how this is going to work out.
uh, can I set the scenario, or did you want to give it a go, or?
Um, you know what? If you think you got something, then by all means, go right ahead, and I'll just do the next one.
All right, so get this, right? Reaper himself is a special operations assassin, if you will. He has like abilities that allow him to teleport and stuff like that. But
Okay.
it's not uncommon for him to go all around the world in order to complete various missions for Talon. Say this specific mission is, for whatever reason, um, Moby Dick has some type of like super special uh thing that is gonna like change the world against the Omnics, robots, etc., whatever. And Cat Mayhab, man, I guess he had to go back in history to see that guy, didn't he? So Reaper
Yeah.
steps into a time machine and then finds himself on board on a stormy vessel. Cat Mayhab trying to his best to capture Moby Dick, and Reaper. He's a pretty smart guy, pretty good commander of sorts. So
Right.
he'd right away recognize the situation that he's in. He's on a ship. He's surrounded by crewmen. There's people who are trying to keep the ship from capsizing, while the captain is trying to harpoon and reel in Moby Dick. So this is where you'd become Reaper and Captain Ahab working together to get the whale. The versus is who can get to Moby Dick first. I think that would be how I would see it. It wouldn't be
So
so
you've
much of
made
a
it a race.
competition. Yeah, it wouldn't be so much a competition of who can kill who, because that'd just be Reaper. He'd clear the ship and be about his way. But no, he needs Moby Dick. So he needs to
Mhm.
figure out how to get to the whale before Ahab can, whether he has to either work together with him or find a way to use his special powers to get to the whale before Ahab can. Maybe to alter history, maybe to become a literature master himself. I don't know. Reaper is kind of, a strange one.
Huh. That's an interesting take, making it into more of a competition.
Hmm.
Um, I'd say in order to make it into versus each other, what if Reaper is the one to do the final blow on Moby Dick,
Ooh,
or
that'd
basically
be
be
it.
the winner, and then Reaper becomes the new Moby Dick?
Or he gets the code name Ahab,
Yes.
like perhaps steal like Captain Ahab's thunder.
Right. And I like I meant like he becomes the new Moby Dick in a sense because, Ahab is after that whale
Oh yeah,
specifically,
that's it.
and then now he's after the person that took out the whale so that he could not.
Oh, I see where you're going with it now. Yeah, so now
Yeah.
Cat Mayhab has to hunt down Reaper for all of his life.
Yeah, but this is very difficult because Reaper just goes back to his time period.
Yeah. I guess it
and
would be.
it pushes Ahab to create a time machine of his own that runs on like Steam or something.
And he somehow finds himself in the future after like robot apocalypse and all that. Well, not robot apocalypse. In the story of Overwatch, like humans win against the robots. So aftermath of robot wars, I guess. And
Right.
so many things he probably doesn't understand. But he sees books about himself everywhere.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. Wow, that could, if we kept going on about that, could easily become the most convoluted matchup.
Oh man, I I got enough about that specific character that yeah, we could put him in various other scenarios too, and how, but totally ready for another one.
All right. Well, then let's go on. This is going to be our last scenario of the episode, actually.
Final matchup. All right.
Go ahead and spin your wheel.
Okay.
I've got a pretty good one, so I'm hoping hoping I can do something with this.
Uh, you ready for this?
Yeah, sure.
Tommy Pickles from the Rugrats.
Okay.
Would you like me to spin again, or
No.
okay?
No. Tommy Pickles is fine. Well, I'm really not doing really well with this particular podcast, but my parents actually didn't let me watch Rugrats as a child. Tommy is the main one, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then that's all I really need to know. I've got Ash Ketchum.
Oh snap! Yeah. Okay. I think I got it. I got a good one, but I'll let you start the. Go ahead, open with this
Okay.
one.
So Tommy is a baby.
Yes.
This much is true. What do we all know about babies is they do not like when you take things from them.
Right.
Ash
Absolutely
Ketchum is about to take something from Tommy Pickles. Because Ash is going along on his adventure. Now I'm specifically going to be using like season 1, season 2 Ash.
Okay.
So
So
like
like when he
exceptionally stupid child.
meets Brock and Misty type of deal, and still ignorant to the world.
Exactly. Ash is completely incompetent, right?
Yeah.
So he's making his way and he ends up in wherever the Rugrats live as like the next town.
Yeah.
Um I don't know exactly what town they live in or what city, but it doesn't matter. We're crossing them over. So
Suburban America.
he ends up there and he somehow winds up in Tommy's backyard
Mm-hmm.
through some crazy means, like he find like a Pokemon has sent him flying into the backyard or something,
Yeah.
or he's running from, I don't know, a Beedrill or something.
Yeah.
Ends
Trying
up
to
in
get
the
away from
backyard.
a random Pokemon trying to attack him or something like that.
Exactly. And what does he see in the backyard? He sees Reptar,
Oh snap!
and he thinks it's a Pokemon.
Oh, where I was going with it, except I was going to say he thinks Tommy Pickles is a Pokemon.
Well, so Tommy is, playing that Reptar is, wrecking a city or something.
Yeah.
And so, but Ash, in his infinite lack of wisdom, thinks this is actually happening, like thinks this baby is being attacked by this water type Pokemon or a fire type. And he's like, whoa, that Pokemon is attacking that kid. I need to catch it. So he tries to catch it, and it doesn't work because it's just a plushie or it's a action figure or something.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, maybe I need to damage it first. So he has Pikachu go out and give it the Thunderbolt, and it explodes.
And that's what he took from Tommy. Oh no, not
Yeah.
Reptar. Oh no.
Yeah, he took Tommy's Reptar away from him, but he didn't just take it. He destroyed it. It's gone
Literally.
forever now. And this angers Tommy greatly.
Oh, super. I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to start
So
crying right away.
yeah. So he starts crying right away, and now is when Ash thinks that Tommy's a Pokemon. because
It's going
Tom,
to get.
because Tommy's using Screech, so he's like, "Wait a minute, he was a Pokemon the whole time." Because let's face it, the characters on Rugrats are kind of like fucking ugly. So,
Oh, yeah. They,
so
they are. They do not look like you and I. I'll put it
yeah,
that
yeah,
way.
yeah. The designs do not lend themselves to be fair, not be confused for Pokemon. Because when we have Pokemon, especially when we're dealing with Gen 1, Gen 2 Ash, we've got things like Mr. Mime, we've got Jinx.
Geodude.
Yeah, we've got
Kind of
Geodude.
looks like Tommy Pick. Not
Yeah,
really, but close.
Graveler.
Yeah.
We have some Pokemon that can just be summed up as ugly children or ugly people. Um, so so he thinks that Tommy is using Screech or Roar or something.
Yeah,
So he
he's
tries
using
to
some type
throw.
of move, especially
Yes,
since like Pikachu probably covers his ears, like he doesn't want to hear it himself. So like you can
right.
see that Pikachu's uncomfortable by that.
So again, he tries to throw a Pokeball at Tommy, and it doesn't work. And then he tries to
Have Pikachu.
and then he tries to have Pikachu go up, but Pikachu knows the difference because
Yeah.
Pikachu has always been the smarter one.
Yes, he's
So
not gonna
Pikachu
like
knows the
hear
difference,
this
and he
kid.
refuses to fight. And he's like, "Why won't you fight him, Pikachu?" So eventually, Pikachu goes and gives like the least like effort possible. Just goes over and just slaps Tommy.
Like with the tail, just like
No,
taps him.
with his little hand.
Oh, okay. Just like
Just
paw slap.
yeah, just gives him like the least amount of effort just to show that he is doing an attack.
Like Pokemon 2000 crying about it because Ash is dead type of slap.
Yeah, yeah, probably weaker than that.
Oh man.
Like a sassy, just like okay, here's a little slap. Then I'm attacking this baby. Is that what you want, Ash?
Yeah.
Um, so this just makes things worse for Tommy. He just keeps crying, and then so Tommy finally decides to do something about it. So he starts standing up and walks over to Ash and starts beating on Ash. But he's a baby, so it doesn't do anything. So I think Ash just like kicks Tommy, and
Drops another Pokeball on him, hoping that it would just get in finally.
the Pokeball doesn't work because he still doesn't understand that Tommy's a person. So he kicks Tommy, and Tommy's parents see this happen like on the porch, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" So Tommy's dad starts chasing after him, and Ash runs away, and that's it.
I think at one point, the only couple things I would add is at some point Ash would have busted out his Pokédex Dexter there just for it to tell him like unknown Pokemon and think it's a legendary type, kind of like
Oh yeah,
one time. Yeah,
must be a legendary baby.
Has to be.
This is a legendary baby.
Just trying to imagine like someone throwing a hardened plastic Pokeball at a baby.
Oh, and Craig has arrived. Adam, say hey to Craig.
Hey, Craig, how's it going?
Yo, what's up, dude?
Nothing much, man. Just on this podcast. It's pretty neat.
Oh, always a good time with Joseph.
Yeah.
Always a good time with Joseph. Man, for the rest of the scenario, though, I really don't have too much more to add to that. That's like perfect. That's exactly how I'd see it. Is like Ash would assume Reptar and Tommy would be Pokemon and just try to attack them and try to use
Yeah, because Ash is an idiot. You just walked in at the end of Ash Ketchum versus Tommy Pickles. And we decided that Ash thinks that Reptar's a Pokemon and destroys it in front of Tommy. And then Tommy just starts crying, so Ash like kicks him. And then Tommy's parents like see this happen from the window. They're like, "What the hell are you doing to our kid?" And that's pretty much it.
There's nothing in the Lipson's book about this. It was a reference to they had like this baby, how to raise a baby book that the mom and dad referenced all the time. So nothing about a Pokemon trainer kicking their kids
Yeah.
on what to do for therapy.
What to do if a deluded 10-year-old
just kicks my kid and starts throwing shiny orbs at it.
All right. Well, I think I have the title of this episode. All right. Well, that has been episode 16 of Impossible Versus Matches. So I've been joined by Adam. Adam, go ahead and plug whatever you want.
Should I keep it more PG on here, Joseph? Am I allowed to maybe swear a bit, or is that too much?
Oh, we cuss all the time.
All right, well, here it goes. Guys, I'm Adam Shitpost Daily on Facebook. You can find me by going to www.facebook.com/AJKOL, and I'll bring it to my page. I also am one half of Off Days, that's spelled with a Z at the end of it, on Facebook. Between myself and Angel Arrow, we share some memes. We do a bit of a podcast similar to this, not exactly as good as Joseph, I'll tell you that much, but we're getting there. We would greatly appreciate if you came out and support us. You can either find the link through my page, or you can find us on Off Days Facebook group. Come out, see us. We actually have a promotional show that we're doing tomorrow. I've been pretty busy, so it's exciting that I get to be here on this show. Very honored. And then I'm going to be on another one tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. If you're watching this later, find us on Off Days. That's right, this isn't exactly live, is it? Just
No, it's not.
I've been
in fact, this will be up after the event that you're talking about.
So just come out, see us. We also have a YouTube channel that's also spelled OFF space DAYZ. Check us out if you can find us. We're pretty small, but we're working on it. I think YouTube's a platform that we're probably going to go to eventually, but Facebook for now. Come say hi, guys.
All right. So that does it for this episode, and we will see you next time.
Yep. I hope to come back again soon. Bye.